what I decided to do here is go through my regular exercises with a Bullworker, and Janet Penfold is a Pilates
body control Pilates instructor
and body pump
and a Les Mills body pump instructor, but we're not really applying that to this.
The idea then is, because I've noticed I start to hunch and do all sorts of things, I've noticed myself, so I'm just seeing what the Pilatesean principles might be for these various exercises. So I'm going to look at these two first, up to there, so you can see what those are.
Okay, we
So
like to call it Bullates.
So if I start to use a little steel bow, I'll leave that with you. So I would do this. I'm not using the hands at that angle because that's I've got a bit of an ache there. So I'm using this one. So I would stand. Don't know where's the best place for you to see.
Here.
I would stand here and just see if you just tell if there's anything that's.
Just before you start, so take the tension off. Place your shoulders up, back, and down, and now do it. They come forward a tad, but that's fine. I think that's fine.
And that would be the same if I went to do it the other side.
Yeah. So just set the shoulders first.
Yeah, because that one tends to hunch, and then actually makes it harder work. So I can feel this.
Yes.
Working more.
Yes, it's going to connect those muscles.
Is it 2 feet under? I'd start like this.
Again, so soften that back, get those shoulders back a bit more, and that's fine because you're supporting here. And I'm being very picky here because you've got quite good posture, but I would just say the shoulders tend to rise a little bit, which is only natural. You want to do that to help, but it needs to come from the muscles rather than the shoulders.
Okay.
So yeah, other than that.
Next patient, thank you. Not much to show really on this one, I imagine, but you never know. Which is this, isn't it?
Okay, so seated.
So I'd try and let's try and sit back. And then pretty much.
There's not much to correct there because it's mostly legs, yeah.
The next one. That one I use this one.
Do I need to come forward?
So I suppose again with the shoulders back.
So just relax first of all. So, okay.
And it's just that.
Yeah, it's fine.
And the same on the other side, so same
just
thing
set
applies.
The shoulders always first, yeah.
Good.
And the neck. Okay. We now have the one on the floor.
As a starting position.
So the back, and his back is the same. He's already rounded, so you need to, and also, can you soften here a bit more? That's it.
Push your tits forward.
That's it. And now.
I'd pull there.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's.
So
I would actually say even in the picture here, the guy's back is quite rounded, and it could do with being less rounded. I mean, some exercises you will be in kind of a cat, curve, but then when I don't know, he doesn't look as straight as I think he should be. Really.
Yeah, maybe there's a different lengths as well. But
yes,
I think it's a bit short for me.
Yeah.
Want to need you?
And then there's the new one. But you've already adjusted your shoulders, so to me that looks fine.
And it's simply that. And make sure nothing moves in terms of that, I suppose. And the same on the other side.
No, it's fine.
So I feel that very much.
Yes.
A lot going on with that. Looking on because there's a few. Keep going.
Okay.
These, might as well do all three.
Yeah. I'm showing our lovely camel lady.
So again with this one, I can't move this one very far, but I suppose it's letting them sit. And just wish I could feel in my back again. Loads of them I feel in my back.
Yeah, you will. So it's for chest and forearms, you should feel it more there. Yeah, turn around to the side. Now, don't put any pressure on it yet. Relax. But you don't need to stick. That's it. Relax there. And then you did something with your chin before you started. you're not doing it now, that's fine. Yeah. But you feel it across here too.
Yes, always. So again, I suppose I'm quite tall for the length of this bow, so I sort of get it. Yeah, see what's happening there. It's going to have to be a mangle. Right, there we go. So it's holding its. I could do with it being a bit higher up.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But again, feeling it through there. So I guess again, what you're saying is just centre everything. And then
So your bicep, yeah. So go back and relax. Do that again without moving here. I mean, you have, yeah, okay. So the core is being engaged too.
Yeah,
so that's what makes everything shift just slightly, but it's fine.
Yeah.
That's how it should shift, okay? And then we have this one. That's fine. Yeah.
And the next one is, they use the hands like that, and I'm going to use the shorter one. So again, it's quite high up, isn't it? It's across the front of the chest.
It's right above the clavicles here. I'd say that's even higher. Look, he's got it.
Yeah, just under his
The
chin.
collarbone, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That feels alright.
The one behind. You have to smile.
Yeah,
So
you
your
smile,
shoulders have gone forward. That's better. So they're like that, but they don't need. They need to be there. So it's going to make it harder.
Make it harder.
Yeah.
In fact, I can hardly move it. Yeah. A bit, but I can feel it a lot there.
They probably will want to come a little bit. But yeah, then to push, yeah, it would be very difficult, I imagine. Okay. Then we have this one and this one.
This.
And shoulders. Okay.
So again, it would leave not punching the shoulders, leaving them sitting, and then. Slowly lifting it out.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty much right.
Yeah, that's
Feels
fine.
it.
That's fine. Yeah.
This one, I like this one. It's a bit unusual. It goes across, so I have to make sure it's the right way round. This hand there, and then the other hand goes across. You do it on the other side. So that one is, I guess, with a straight back.
Yeah, it is straight. That's perfectly fine. I can't correct that, I'm afraid.
It's all right. That's quite easy and same the other way round.
Yeah. Okay.
This one is meant to be for the back. There's a very similar one later, which is for the legs. So this is for the back. It's two straps, so it comes up about this height. So again, I guess keeping the back flat. Oh, a bit more wider grip. So we're there, which is meant to be for the back.
It is, yeah. It's like a body pump. It would be like a dead lift, but you're lifting up, whereas we would go down with the weight and then pull it up like this.
Yeah, so I think the one later shows the arrow with the leg. This one is the back.
Yeah.
So I leave the legs pretty much alone and move the back. That feels right. That was nice. Again, this is a difficult one to feel the angle of your body when you're doing it, and also I'm quite tall, so I don't know if it would be the same as him.
Quite round in the thoracic.
So does that mean pushing your backside out a bit?
Yes.
And then. So I can
Are
feel
you just
that.
hinging from the hips?
You're trying to.
Yeah. Okay.
That one's all right. So it's
Yes.
not being
It's like tabletop.
not being hunched.
Yeah.
Yes. Not being curved in the back.
Yeah. It's fine.
And then
Then you have this too.
that one, which is
But you might want to cushion.
I guess is much the same. No, I think it was right. So that looks again keeping the back straight, is it?
It's fine.
Feels good. It's all in the stomach.
It's fine.
This one's an unusual one. There's not much to it really. I quite like it. Oh, it's a shorter one. This is actually lifting the foot up. So really, I think it's more about this.
Oh, yeah.
So it goes like that.
Taking the foot off the floor, isn't it?
Yes, and then holding it. So I guess it's
Yeah.
that there. But
It's your quad.
I suppose all you've got to do is just make sure, because it's not working this so much.
Supporting, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Very
That
similar.
one is similar.
Yeah.
So this is the one that I think the difference is, because now it's two straps, so it's lower down. And it shows the arrows lifting the legs. And what does it say it's for?
Legs.
So I think this one is now more with the legs there.
Yeah.
But again, keeping the back straight, I guess.
Yes.
And that looks all right?
Yes, it does look all right. It's fine.
I'm getting distinctions.
Yes. Well, I wouldn't go that far.
This one I like. Again, I don't think this one particularly has a posture difficulty, because this one is the calves. So, but I notice I tend to do this, even though I'm not working that area. So I suppose leave those down, and then just push with the leg. That's what it's working.
Oh yeah, yes, he's relaxed into the chair.
But he's quite good, isn't he? Yeah, he's quite straight.
Yeah. And what you just flexing,
hold it,
plantar flex and
then
dorsiflex.
But if you're not careful, you tend to do that, which is no good.
No.
Or I do anyway.
Okay.
Nearly done.
Good.
Once we get to these, I start thinking nearly finished.
Back and shoulders.
I mean, they're a bit awkward.
Chest.
See what you think. So what am I doing with that? I use the shorter one. Well, that one.
Behind the
that
neck.
one's okay.
Oh,
I use the other one for that.
Okay.
But behind the neck one, I suppose, you just have to make sure. Shoulders down again. And then,
but you don't have to arch this.
lengthen.
Yeah, lengthen there, because I find that otherwise
Doing that.
you're sort of like arching your back.
It's funny, isn't it? Because it's got nothing to do with it yet. You change it. I'll change it.
Yeah.
And then in front there, I'm using this one instead of the side grip, so it's much the same, I guess, but lengthen as well.
And just maybe something to think about is to stand with your feet underneath your hip sockets, so you've just got that hip distance. I know it's a little thing, but it's just that's where your legs naturally fall, so just to have them and soften the knees slightly.
So just align everything really before you do it?
Just always align stuff up. So that's those. And you've got shoulders and chest and legs.
Those are much the same. So again, I'm showing not pushing the shoulders up. That one's easy enough. I don't think there's too much issue, because there's no point slouching, but it's
oh, you're pushing
knees together.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
yeah,
I can feel that.
That one.
Not too bad actually.
It's hard.
But again, it doesn't really use this part of your body, but I suppose you may as well just leave it sitting anyway.
Yeah.
So that one's okay. Nearly done, I think.
And my neck's craned forward in all of this because I'm looking at him. I wouldn't normally stand like this.
So those two I think are not too much of an issue.
Upper arms and back.
So it's really just, again, going to be the same thing, isn't it? Keeping your back lengthened whilst you're doing that, I imagine. And not hunching.
Yes.
And the same the other side. And then that one. That one I'm not quite sure what they're about. The arrows go out slightly. So it looks like.
It's got to be back. I would have thought back and triceps.
Does it say back?
I don't know. It looks like it though. Well, it does say back actually.
So again, sitting back on the heels.
Pushing there, you'd use engage the triceps, I would imagine as well.
Keeping one strap, keeping the shoulders. These are very good, aren't they? For the look of it. And then bringing down and out.
Yeah, and you can lean forward like you have done then from the hips. That's fine. Yeah.
And keep straight.
Yeah.
Good. So would you say that these compared to Pilates, you do use weights as well, don't you?
Yeah, we can use resistant bands. I use weights occasionally, plates or dumbbells. It depends on the class. So if they're not so able, then I don't use so many things. But even older ladies like to use resistance bands, but we use soft balls and things like that so that you can go over the balls. We use the resistance bands are very good for the leg exercises. And for instance, if I put them around here and do a squat and then a walking squat, and you start to walk like this with the resistance band, you really feel it. But you don't need anything. You can get the workout without it as well. It just depends.
There's one I made up which isn't in there, which I thought whilst I was busy doing the sitting down ones, I thought makes sense to me to do that as well. Would that be similar to the?
Yeah, well then
And then also with this one with the double straps, of course, you can do the wider range as well.
Right.
Very good. Well, thanks for your help. I can review that myself and notice where I've got to cut out the slouching.
Yes, probably my slouching.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
That'll do us.
Bullates. Try it.